Okay, so I'm going to show you the unicorn soap today. I actually made the gnome soap last week and it was a fail. The soap itself is beautiful. I will show you the finished product and I will show you some clips of making it, but we had a little bit of a disaster with the gnomes themselves. So I'll get back to that. Today we're gonna do the unicorns. This will be the second soap in Mystical Magic, and I'm just kind of looking at this as a sign. I'm going to do 2 soaps in each series because it is just a little too much. So I'm using a neon pink from Nurture, a neon purple from Nurture soap, and this one is a blue I've had for a while, Crafter's Choice. It's a matte blue, ultramarine. I want to try this out. So far the colors look great in the little containers, and we're going to get our lye water going. I'm going to do a white base and pour a little bit of color into it, and then we'll match the frosting with it. All right, I'm going to pour some of this off into the colors and get a white base going. It smells really good. Okay, I'm going to do a voiceover here because I had a problem with my phone. I'm still using my phone to film these, and I had a little problem with the volume. So what I have is the soap poured into 3 different containers, along with some that I left, added a little titanium dioxide, left it white. So I'm just kind of mixing up a little bit with the wand, the pink, and then I have the neon purple, and then the blue next. And then just hitting it a little bit with the wand, not too much. And oh, I wanted to mention also the fragrance. I think it's called Fairy Dust. I have to look and be sure by, or maybe it's Fairyland. I'm going to have to look and go back. And I can leave it in the comments. By Nurture Soap. It smells really good. It's like kind of a sweet with maybe a tiny bit of a floral in there, but mostly kind of like a sweet, really fun fragrance. So I thought that would be good for unicorns. So now I'm just kind of finishing getting these colors all mixed together with the spatula so that it doesn't get too thick, because I want it to pour and kind of, reach the bottom of the mold and create kind of a swirl pattern within the white. So just getting that all finished, and then we're going to get to pouring it in the molds. All right, so we are getting the base in the molds, and I didn't do it too white. I left it kind of as natural as I could, just getting an even pour into my 2 molds. You can see the marks on the side that help me line up the embeds. I'm so happy with the way this soap turned out, by the way. You're going to see the cutting, but I just cut it this morning. I let it sit for a few days to it takes a little longer to kind of harden up in the silicone molds, I've noticed. And here we go with my messy soaping. It is pretty much impossible for me to make any kind of a batch of soap without getting something on the sides with these regular small molds. Sorry for the background noise here. I'm actually doing my voiceover from my soap shop, so I'm in town. Anyway, so you can see I'm pouring the pink from kind of a higher point so that it goes down nicely into the bottom, and just getting that all scraped out of the bowls. The pink turned out really pretty. These were pretty pastel. I wasn't sure if they would brighten up or not. Sometimes you have to let them sit so they, before you take them out of the mold, and even a little while after that, to see if those colors brighten up. And these did, just after having them sitting for 2 days before I unmolded them. I think they brightened up really nicely. And I went a little bit darker anyway with the frosting, which you'll see. And messy, messy, messy. My gosh, why can I not be neat when I do this? I don't know. I love the blue because it's almost like a, what is it? Almost like a deep periwinkle blue. It's very pretty. I was surprised it turned out like that. All right, we're back to do the top. So I have all of my icing ready in the 3 colors. And I also have these little unicorn horns and ears. So let me, gloves are not fitting me very well today. Anyway, ugh, lost a unicorn ear. All right, so there's the little horns, and then we have the little ears right here that we'll put on the side. Hopefully you can see those. All right, so they're just little gold ones, and then I'm going to use a little bit of glitter. I'm going to use a little bit of pink and white, a little purple and white, and this is just Chunky Cosmetic grade glitter, and a little blue. So we're just going with that theme, and I'll spritz it with a little bit of the white as well. Okay, so I'm just kind of letting the the frosting get to the desired consistency, and I'm going to actually, I was going to do 3 different bags, but I'm going to actually just put it all in one and let it kind of mix together and see how that goes. But it looks great. I'm really liking the blue and pink and purple together, and then of course with the white here in this, I think that'll look good. And then we'll have the gold on top with our sparklies. We're going to get these piped. The pink's really pretty and bright. I need to get some bags, some shrink wrap bags that are a little bit taller, because I'm finding that I'm not making them quite that tall because the shrink wrap bags are not tall enough for the embeds. I don't really want them like hanging out. You can see the blue and the pink in this one. It's very pretty. And I still have some left. I'm going to go in and fill up more. I hope you guys have had a chance to see some of the interviews that I've done and maybe listen to them on the podcast. Been having so much fun with that. I talk a little. All right, let's finish it up. Oh, I already did that one. So now we're getting some blue on this side. It's very pretty, kind of spring flowerish. But of course, we're going to have the unicorn horns. And hopefully I line them up right. I'm famous for having trouble lining things up. So I'm back to doing a voiceover because the volume is clearly just not coming through. So I have all of the piping done. These soaps turned out pretty high, which is okay. I just have to figure out this shrink wrap issue so that I can get bags that are tall enough, because the soaps are pretty tall. So I'm putting the little unicorn horns in, which I think are kind of adorable. Would like them to be a little darker gold, but overall the soaps turned out really pretty. I'm looking at the colors here, and they feel still a little bit more pastel than I wanted them to be, but after sitting for the 48 hours or so in the molds, those colors like really kind of deepened and got brighter. They're perfect. So when I show you the cuts, you'll see how nice those turned out. I'm kind of going back in and doing these voiceovers throughout the day. I was at my shop earlier doing part of one, and then it got busy, and so now I'm home and coming back to this to finish it up. So I'm putting the little ears on. I thought the ears might look weird, but they actually look kind of cute. Trying to think what I would do next time differently. I will be asking you about your opinions about putting like little eyes with the, not like the whole eye, but you know, like the top of the eye with the lashes just in black, on like painting it on these, which I would do with like activated charcoal, and I don't know if I did that with like an oil, if that would stay, or if I need to do it with like a little bit of clear melt and pour soap. I don't know. I'm considering doing that because it's such a small batch. I can go in and do details like that. So if you have any ideas about that as I get to the end and show you the cuts, then I would appreciate it. I'm just putting some chunky glitter on here. This really made the soaps super sparkly and just pretty. I like using this cosmetic grade, more like chunky body glitter. It's a little bit more expensive, but since I am doing, you know, smaller batches, I just wanted to have this effect. So I decided to go with this and then do I just spritzed them a little bit with alcohol here. And then I went with, I was going to do a white, but I decided to do the gold spray. And this is from Nurture. You can see the sparkles going up. That's not an app or anything. It's just the glitter. So I hit it with a little bit of gold. See the sparkles? I love the chunky glitter. They turned out great. And I'm wondering if I want to be able to, let's see if I can cut them this way first. Think about putting like, I'm gonna move it up here. All right, I'm kind of cutting them off to the side here a little bit, just so I have room. But here we go. So this is the back of one, and then you can see that's an end bar. Maybe we'll do a giveaway for one of the ends. I think that would be a good idea. These are little unicorns. I'm thinking about doing like a, I don't know, like painting on like eyelashes, I guess. Do really well in my shop. You know, I'll do a sale on my Facebook group for them too, along with the rainbow soaps. So I'm just going to release these together. Since my poor gnomes fell apart, they won't be included, but that's okay. I love the way they look at the top. They're so pretty. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these. Just give you a close up here. One more log to cut. You can see what that looks like. And what do you think? Should we do a giveaway for these? One of my lights just went off. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway for one of these bars. So what I would love for you to do is to comment with a unicorn emoji to enter, as well as like the video, and be sure you are subscribed. I'm hoping these videos start to reach more people, and that I can have, you know, someone new try the soaps and so forth. So I think what I'm going to do is I've decided to keep these giveaways to, like, if you've already won a giveaway this year, I'm going to maybe ask that you don't enter another one, because I don't have too many people entering, and if I'm sending the same things over and over again to the same people, then it just seems like it doesn't really serve the purpose that I would like it to, which is to have, a variety of people try the soaps. And I'm happy to send them out there. And hopefully we will see some folks coming on and checking out the soaps and the videos. So thanks so much for understanding that. And I appreciate everyone who has entered giveaways so far, of course.